you still subjectively like Jess's books and writing style more than your own?
Yeah, I mean, I like Jessica's style. I admire it. It's something that I would probably do some books like that if she didn't exist. You know, I think I've said before that one of the reasons I write poems or write is if I probably wouldn't have the impulse to write if there was a lot of great art, great literature out there, because then I could just spend my time reading rather than writing. Because I don't see my art necessarily as an expression of myself. But since Jessica's there, I don't have to touch those kind of portrait kind of novels.
So you write only if there's a void.
Well, you know, if I knew of a salesman who was semi-suicidal, I'd have no reason, you know, and I read Death of a Salesman, I'd have no reason to write that play. If Death of a Salesman didn't exist, I'd probably write something very similar to it or close to it, you know, not as Miller, what's his name? Yeah, Arthur Miller, Death of a Salesman, as Miller wrote it, but something in that vein. If there had been something like the Vincetti brothers, I would not have had to have written the Vincetti brothers. You know, but the most famous mafia book that you get is The Godfather, and I don't know if you ever read it, but it's a piece of trash. I mean, it's pulp crap. It's not a good book in any way, shape, or form. Even for pulp novels, it's not well written. Mario Puzo was not a good writer. If you know, so I would not have to write the poems that I wrote. You know, if there had been people writing about kids in gangs, or people writing about Al Capone, or people writing poems about these famous paintings that I did in the 49 gallery poems, I wouldn't have to write them. So, but I do because there isn't. So I am, in a sense, filling a need, and filling that need does express myself in the sense that I feel a desire to write about my dad or my mom. You know, I want to write about a lot of these characters and a lot of these female characters because they existed. This last play I just sent you, the 23rd one, that's a play about a woman that was, I won't say frigid, but didn't know what she wanted. And I've looked her up, and she still is a hackademic, as I say in the play. The play I just sent you about A Rose for Emily, about this over-the-top violent woman. I mean, when you read it, I mean, I would say there's a 90% chance that A Rose for Emily will be your favorite play of mine, just emotionally. Because it's laugh out loud funny, and the characters are just too much, but it's virtually taken from reality, except toned down, in fact. And I wanted people to know that people like this exist. The Big Als, the Henry Millers, the Helen Wagners, a.k.a. Helen Schneider, the Jerry the Jews even.